Hi guys, 14th Prime here, back in another video review, a double review in fact. And today we're looking at the Transformers Animated Deluxe Class Cybertronian Megatron and the Transformers Animated Takara Voyager Animated Megatron. Well, Cybertronian Megatron. So here they both are, and originally I was just going to review the Voyager, but then I was going to bring up the Deluxe a lot in this video anyways, so I figured we'll just do both since I was going to get around to it eventually. Anyways, let's actually look at the Deluxe first. And this actually still is one of my favorite animated figures, despite this really bad looking alt mode. Like the back section is so puny. The wings are just super tiny. It's like the front is okay, but it's just not it. It's not it there. It does have the wheels. There's just this one wheel just sticking out down there. And it does roll, sorta. If I have everything angled right, there we go. Then we have the Voyager one, which the little bit of history on this. The Hasbro Voyager version is just considered the worst animated toy to exist. I'm pretty sure. And so I ended up picking up the Takara version because I realized the paint in it looked real lush, as you can see from this, just like all the gorgeous silver down here. But we will get to that because Hasbro for some reason was like, you know, we're gonna make all of this white. I don't know. But anyways, as you can see, this alt mode does not have the issues of the other one. It looks more coherent to me, like everything connects better. The wings are like much better sized. These back sections are really well sized. This whole like cockpit cannon thing looks really good. It looks like it's more melded into the alt mode than like this one. At least to me. You can just kind of see them. It's just everything that this one couldn't be. It's big and imposing. Like it just works. Which it also does have a missile back here, which you can fire. This is actually a really thick missile though. Like look at that. That is a thick missile at the end. But yeah, like I really like this alt mode. Like it's definitely not the best Cybertronian mode alt mode, but it does hit. It hits way more than that one right there. But yeah. Anyways, I guess let's go ahead and get into their transformations. But so of course we'll do the Deluxe one first. But you want to pop off the cannon. You want to take the legs and split them and bring it down at this joint, and then flip that up like so, and then this should just close down. You want to take this and rotate it up, and then fold down the feet and the heel, rotate it around, and you have a leg all done. Same thing over here. Flip all this in, flip this piece back, flip this back, flip up the foot, back the heel. Now you have his legs done. Which, as you can see, his transformation is basically all leg. What you do here is you collapse the chest, bring down the arms, rotate around the elbows, like so, and then you can pop back on his cannon. There you go. There's one. And now this one, I actually feel even has like a better transformation overall. So what you want to do is you take these, collapse them in. You want to untab this whole thing, and then untab these from each other and just pull them away. You want to rotate the leg down. Actually, no, you don't want to do that yet. What you want to do first is just untab them both, like so. I also want to flip in the landing gear. I forgot to mention, this does have landing gear, except unlike being a big sticking out thing, it actually folds in real nice. Trying to keep this piece up so it's out of the way. And you want to rotate this down around, take this, rotate it in, get it all flush, take the foot, flip it up, flip out the heel. Same thing over here, get all that compressed, flip out the foot, and the heel. It's the leg section done. Then you want to take this whole assembly here. Oop, it's popped off on me. I'm gonna just flip that back down. Take this whole leg assembly here, and these tabs are gonna go into those slots, like so. You want to take the arms. Actually, let me bring the camera up because he's getting a bit tall here. Take the arms. You want to flip them in at the shoulders, and as you do that, the head should spring up. There we go. Take this arm and just flip it down. Same deal with this one, and just the cannon will pop off, I guess. The cannon back. Flip it in. Let's bring this camera back down. And then here we have the Megatrons in their respective robot modes. And they do look quite nice. Again, we're gonna do the deluxe one first. Which this one, I think the upper body looks really good and has nice proportions. The head sculpt on this thing is just fire. It's great. I love it. I love it's on a ball joint too. You get some wiggles, some nodding. But overall looks is good on the upper body. I think the lower body is where it kind of suffers because like you got all this weirdness going on with the legs here. And then these things they just look real small. Like the hollow gap there, like it's a little bit messy. But the backs of the legs are okay. They clean up decently. I mean, these are hollow, but like they don't bother me as much. What's funny is that this thing has a lot of paint damage on it, like on the feet and then the crotch, but like it's meant to have battle damage anyways, so it works. Which I do want to note, I actually made a new cannon for this figure that's based on that. It's the old one with a part of it cut off and then filled back in. Which I like this because it's a bit more like proportionate to the body. It's a bit more show accurate, which quick rundown of the colors just used. Some primer, just some gray surface primer, some matte black, TS06, and the red. And that's it. It was a simple thing, but it works. I'm just gonna keep that on him for most of the remainder of the video. Then we get to this one, which, again, I think looks-wise is much better. Like he has that imposing stature that he had in the first episode with these like long legs. You see, like there's no hollowness either. Like they have this nice sculpting going on from the wings. Everything's just so imposing. Nice paint here. Nice paint on the chest and like the arms. Even the sculpt on them I like more. Just really how these actually like jut out. Dropped them. Which his head sculpt is also like really nice. I think might be slightly better. Not by much. I think like the face itself looks a little bit better. And like the helmet detail is a bit more defined. Also like this is probably the most centered Decepticon logo I've seen on this mold. I remember I've had like two Hasbro ones and they're both like off center and it just looks really bad, but it's sort of there. Now the reasons as to why this figure in the Hasbro version is known as probably the worst animated toy is for literally only two reasons, because I think other than these two reasons, this thing beats the deluxe one in every other way. It is A, the head, because this one is only on a swivel, and like sometimes when you transform it, it's looking like slightly up, whereas this one's on a nice ball joint. It can do more, it has more range. And then, also other than the paint that I already mentioned, but also the cannon, which let's just get into this. As you saw on the other one, the cannon, it just pops off, which is parts forming, but you know, I don't. It's a weapon. I don't care. It's like Siege Springer. I hate him because his helicopter propellers parts form, or any Springer toy, for that matter. But then this one, this is one of the two animated toys that for some reason they just decided, no, we're not gonna parts form. The other one was Samurai Prowl, and that one equally as much it sucked. Because this one has this whole piece that it attaches to, which, as you saw earlier, it can detach and it just leaves you with this. I don't... Just this weird, like... It's like a whip. Which, again, the cannon mold is great. Like, this thing is imposing. Like, I think that's the best way to describe the Voyager mold. Imposing. Let me just attach it back. Which this thing can do a blade deal. What you do is, you flip the... You put that down. Then you flip this up, and as you flip this up, the first one should go up. So now he has... This, I don't know what was up with them doing this with both versions of this figure, because even the Deluxe one does it, but the Deluxe one does it worse. You just unfold that, flip this around, and then bam, it's just put that back. No one wants this. Go away. Which even then, I'm not too keen on that. I just kind of prefer this. But yeah, I don't really see a way to fix it either. Like, they'd have to retool the arm to where a cannon could just parts form on there, but on the other hand, if the cannon wasn't so big, the alt mode wouldn't have been as good, which... The alt mode is 110% superior to the Deluxe. The robot mode isn't, mostly for the cannon issue. Like, the head on its own, I could overlook, but it's just the cannon that really is bothersome. But anyways, also, let's show the articulation. As I mentioned earlier, the head's on a nice ball joint. For the Deluxe, shoulders can go out that far. If you use transformation joint, they can go real far up. Full 360 range. Nice elbow, which actually even showed up in this elbow. You got one joint there and another joint there, so it's like double jointed at the elbow. There's a swivel here, which tends to get loose over time. Like, I had to actually try to fix this one a lot. That's it for that. The waist joint technically moves, but it's like, it's the spring-loaded battle begins thing. Legs can go up that far, back real far. Dang, that is some nice articulation, actually. Can do a spread all the way out, which even has hip skirts to move out of the way. 90-degree knee, and then the foot you can like point a bit. Can't go up any, so that kind of sucks. So yeah, still pretty decent articulation, especially for the time. Like, it's a pretty good one. Here, like I mentioned, the head is just on a swivel. It can, you can't even look all the way around. Come on, come back. Arms go up that high, which, granted, that one does have a higher arm bend. I will give it that. You can do a full 360, which most of these are ratchet joints. Has a swivel there, a fully double bent elbow there, and a wrist swivel, which, granted, they are just the rubber open hands. I kind of wish they were 5mm, but it isn't the end of the world, I guess. Just would have been cool to put like the leader classes swords in this one's hands. Does have a proper waist joint that moves only that far, but that's really all. That's really all you need. Legs can go up this far. They can go back so far you pop off the butt flap. Let's put that back on. Come on. There we go. The knee, I will say the thighs are kind of short on these, which it's just the animated aesthetic, and them trying to have the imposing stature he had in the first episode, which I guess I can give a pass. You just have a knee bend that does a lot because the leg is so big, and then the feet can actually point forwards and backwards, which is pretty nice. Not back by much, but like it's still cool that it can do it. Try to get these two in some epic poses to end this review off on. But yeah, again, just period, don't get the Hasbro one. Like, don't get the Hasbro Voyager anyways. If you can get the Takara Voyager for, I'd say, like 50 or less, go for it. Because I think the Takara colors really redeem this mold. It helps you see like what they were trying to do, because everything else other than that cannon, you can really see that they were trying to make this like the masterpiece version of the Deluxe. At least that's just what I see when I look at the figure. Because it's like they took every little issue that the Deluxe had into account and just made it better. Except they just kind of died at the end with the cannon. Again, the head, I could forgive that if the cannon wasn't just like, because you can't really even point the cannon, which kind of sucks. It's just a bit big and heavy. Like, he can do it, but it strains the joints. But yeah. So again, overall, I recommend both these figures, honestly. Like, the Deluxe Hasbro one, I really want to get the Takara version of the Deluxe, since I have the Takara Leader Megatron. I kind of want to complete the trio, I guess. But yeah, if you can get the Takara version for under 50, go for it. If you can get the Deluxe one, just in general, go for it. It's a pretty good figure. Yeah, those are 2 more Cybertronian mode animated toys done. So anyways, that is pretty much all I have to say. So please be sure to check out my channel for more video and custom reviews, and please don't forget to subscribe. Please come check out my Facebook and Tumblr pages, links in the description below. And you can also come join Infinite's on Discord server, also linked in the description below. And this is the 14th Prime, signing out.